Okay, the stream is up. Well, you know a movie's going to be good when it's called Night of the Blood Beast.
Yeah, no, we don't know that.
No, you do know that.
No.
No, that's how
I
you
will.
instantly know it's going to be good. Okay,
That's
I've got my
no.
watermelon bubbly. I've just cracked my watermelon bubbly.
Oh my god.
Mm.
Ooh. So a short is up on my thing at the moment
Yeah.
for From, which is a new series apparently.
Oh yeah, that looks really good.
Looks really good.
Night of the Blood Beast. Although that said Night Blood of the Beast. Really.
Well, I mean, the came out first, but then yeah, if you were
Night
to just
Blood
look
of the
at it,
Beast.
yeah, that's not great. Anyway, the design team needs to be fired.
I don't know. I've got a good feeling about this one actually.
Ay.
Look at that rocket ship, man. All the
Yeah,
budget is spent on this one part.
but why is it a rocket ship? Like, you would think Night of the Blood Beast would be like a werewolf or vampire movie. Like, why
Hey,
is
it
it
might
rocket
be.
ship?
Also, these are the two movies that I'm really excited to watch from the Op Shop.
Then again, the last movie was called The Brain Eaters, and it wasn't even about fucking zombies.
Yeah, there was no brains either.
Yeah. So
Hunting
what's
the
the
Legend. That's the
the
one
one
about the
about
Sasquatch
Bigfoot?
that I really want to watch.
Yeah, and what's the other one?
Delivery. It's about like
Oh,
a
that's that
couple that
pregnancy
go to
one.
have a baby and they document the entire progress, but something keeps going wrong.
This is X100 to
Yeah,
Goldenrod.
I don't know if I
X100
could
to
watch
Goldenrod.
that.
You read me? Over. Normal descent on instruments. Normal descent on instruments. Altitude 90,000 feet. Approaching critical velocity.
I'm trying to get rid of the chat on my screen, and I don't know how.
Something's wrong. I'm falling too fast. Goldenrod, I'm in trouble. The jets will break my speed.
It's
I'm
another
releasing the
fucking
drag
sci-fi movie, Marcy. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
The ship
That's
feels
okay.
500 pounds heavier.
Come on.
There's no drag and I'm
Sci-fi
getting
is
too
good.
close
What
to
are
the
you
earth.
talking about?
Yeah, but like, Night of the Blood Beast? Where's my friggin' werewolf?
Look, we can't help that they've chosen, like
Nothing more I can
60
do now.
years ago, that they chose a misleading
Estimate
title.
impact radius. 10 miles northeast your location.
Misleading is correct.
In case recorder's damage, get
They
this.
could be,
How the
they could be
Velocity
Blood
6,700 miles.
Beasts, and the movie's
Weight ratio
probably set at
187.
night.
Thrust 220 tons.
Yeah, but didn't the other movie like switch between day and night and day and night and day and night? Or was that a different movie?
No, that was that movie.
Yeah, okay. Good.
You're correct.
Okay. Good. I'm not just fucking delusional. Are you still there, Sean?
Yes, I am.
Okay, good. I love watching movies with you guys.
Yeah, same here. I love that we've got our time together to watch old movies.
As together as we can be.
I sent Annie a link to the op shop, like the thrifting video that I did, and she said she was like, "Can I be honest?" And I knew that she was gonna say something really harsh about it, and then she said, like, "Don't worry about it," and I'm like, "Well, now I'm gonna worry about it, man."
Yeah, like you said it, so now you gotta tell me.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm not gonna hold it against her.
That's just anxiety inducing.
I'll tell the others.
What's up with the? It seems like it's on like high speed. Does it seem really quick to you?
Her eyebrows are fabulous.
I haven't caught a glimpse of them just yet. They look to be nice, I think.
Very straight.
Goldenrod Baker to Goldenrod Able.
Benny, are you on my bed?
Goldenrod
Yes,
Baker to
okay.
Goldenrod Able.
Oh,
Goldenrod Baker to Goldenrod Able.
my mum's dog just jumped up onto my lap. Don't mind me.
Goldenrod
baby.
Baker to Goldenrod Able.
What is going on?
Did you find it?
Came down about 3 miles east of Walker's Pass. Area 116 or 117.
Her eyebrows are not as nice.
How bad is he?
He bought it all the way.
You're certain?
No respiration, no heartbeat, no pulse. Came down pretty hard. The rocket unit's still in one piece and most of the control section.
How bad is
Everything
he?
else is
Well, he's
scattered around
dead.
for about half a mile.
Tell Donna to
How
cover the
bad is
entire
he?
area.
No,
Canaveral
thanks.
will want all the visual data we can give them.
Oh, and don't move.
I have qualms.
Goldenrod Baker out.
I'm terribly sorry, Julie. I can understand how you feel. But we can't let it interfere with the work we have to do. You both knew it was a calculated risk.
I'll be all right, Doctor.
I'll be alright, Doctor.
Well, let's get going.
Rattleline, what's going on?
Dave, look at the composition of this mud.
Dr. Wyman wants you to get full coverage on the entire area.
Her hairstyle is a lot.
This was your first project under Dr. Wyman.
Yeah, I
wasn't it?
thought that before. I was like, I can't tell if it's intentional or windswept.
I helped design the jettison unit. It didn't work.
On a project like this, there's always a margin for error. You expect it.
Sure. Then when it comes, you'll find you really didn't expect it after all. You think Julie expected it? With his engagement ring on her finger?
Ooh.
John Corcoran was the first man to be sent up in a satellite and ejected back to Earth. Only he was supposed to come back alive. Let's check the rest of it.
Look, Dave. Look. Don't blame yourself.
The answer lies in this wreckage. Let's recheck the crash pattern.
Where's the blood beast? Oh, I spoke too soon. I spoke way too soon.
Don't tell me it's a fucking zombie. I swear to God.
Is it meant to be like invisible? It kind of reminds me of Predator.
Maybe. Imagine if it just starts turning into Predator and
What's
just
that?
starts taking them all
This
out
rip
one
was
by
smaller
one.
when we first got here.
Bizarre.
Maybe
The
stress of
you
settling
can't
into the
see it
ground have
'cause
widened?
It's just a puddle
How could that
of
be? The
blood.
entire hull is made of
that
magnesium
moves.
alloy.
Yeah.
This rip was smaller when we got here. That's okay.
I'd like to examine the body
I
before we
mean-
bring it out.
You know,
Yeah.
you know Jean-Claude
Watch it,
Van
don't
Damme
cut
was the
yourself,
original
Doctor.
Predator.
Really?
Yep.
That's amazing.
And it looked sort of like a bull ant, the original design of it. And they like filmed a bunch of it. And then he had an issue with how uncomfortable the suit was and the fact that his face was hidden and all of that. So they eventually
Yeah, the new
redesigned
was
it.
better. Way better. I thought he must have come out of there, but obviously not.
Dr. Benson, come here quickly. Bring my bag.
No way he died.
He's alive?
Pull yourself together, lady.
I want you to see this.
I want you to see this. Stethoscope.
How long did you say he's been dead?
That was ridiculous. I'm so sorry.
Over 3 hours. No
We'll
sign of
forgive
body
you,
rigidity.
Oh, fuck. Lee said,
No
come
skin
and look at this.
discoloration. Temperature feels normal.
It appears to be an actor, and the actor appears to be
No
alive.
dilation whatsoever.
The cause of death must be due to an internal rupture.
Ah, he's in like some kind of weird state.
I've never seen an internally damaged body with no sign of rigor mortis after so long. Let's get him back to the lab so we can continue the examination.
Help Dr. Wyman. He wants to take John back to the lab.
Right. Dave, get a blanket.
He might be cold on the journey.
It wouldn't be like an era-appropriate sci-fi movie without restricted area on like some military base. That sign on the right over there is blurred out though, so they must have done that later on. Just to be blurred out. If you go back and look at it again.
I will consider it.
Wow, do they just have his body in the back of a truck?
Hello, Everglade. Hello, Everglade.
And they did say
This
they
is
wanted to wrap him in a
Goldenrod.
blanket,
This is
but they didn't even give him
Goldenrod.
that.
How do you receive? Over?
That's just plain rude.
Aren't they receiving it?
That's not the question. Are we transmitting? They don't receive anything from us. They won't try and reach us until the frequency check at 9 o'clock.
It's like the thing when his
By all medical
chest
standards,
opens
this
up
man
and
is dead.
swallows the doctor's hands.
No heartbeat, no respiration. Yet his tissues refuse to dissipate.
How is it possible he could be in a kind of catatonic state? Could he still be alive?
Perhaps a form of hypometabolism.
That's impossible. His heart is stopped. There's no circulation. You know as well as I do that when this process stops, the brain starts to deteriorate almost at once. Within a matter of 3 minutes, it dies.
Hello, Everglade. Hello, Everglade. This is Goldenrod. This is Goldenrod. How do you receive? Over?
Maybe after this long a radio silence, they'll switch over to an emergency channel.
I've already tried that. How about the Air Force? Hello, Air Force emergency. This is Special CQD Goldenrod Station. How do you receive? Over? Everything's all fouled up here. I couldn't receive the spot weather report on this thing.
Yeah, but are you sure it's not your set?
No, I've already checked everything. Will you go out and ask Steve to come in here a minute?
Sure.
Hello, Everglade. Hello, Everglade. This is Goldenrod. This is Goldenrod. Do you receive? Over?
Nothing, Doctor. Doctor.
Nothing and then immediately something.
What is it?
Oh my god.
It's not a lesion. It's more like something had been
Oh,
forced
it's gonna
on the
be
tissue
some
to high
horrible
pressure.
parasite, isn't it?
Steve,
It's the exact
radio
shape as
still
her
won't work.
eyebrow.
Dave wants to see you.
Okay.
Her eyebrows. Wait,
I'll bet
which
they're
one?
going nuts at the Cape. Get that radio working, Steve. We're going to need
Because
assistance.
the younger woman has fabulous straight eyebrows.
Hey, what's the trouble? I can't transmit across the room with this thing.
It sounds like a magnetic disturbance.
Yeah. Could be the power lines fouled up outside. What's happening in there?
I don't know. Somehow we've got to get through to the Cape.
5 hours overdue now. I bet half the brass in the state of Florida's up in arms.
I hope not. If enough people find out about this, we'll have everybody up here.
Yeah, I'll check the tower. You stay here and keep trying to get through, will you?
Yeah.
Look, if you pick up anything, give a yell, eh? Right.
Blood pressure 120/80. Normal for a living man.
That's impossible, Doctor. You must have made a mistake.
But, Doctor, I checked it twice.
Well, this man does have normal pressure. That's impossible. Take a blood sample. I'll make a radiation count.
Goldenrod to Everglade. Goldenrod to Everglade. Come in, Everglade. Over.
Can you please stop
I
yawning?
can't help it, man.
Goldenrod to
These old
Everglade. Come in,
movies make
Everglade.
me
This is an
yawn.
emergency.
Why?
I don't know.
Ah,
It's because it's so comfy just sitting down watching old movies.
this is what happens when you put comfy clothes on and you're watching cozy fucking
Old
terrible
horror
50s movies. Yeah.
This is promising so far, though. It doesn't seem
Yeah.
like it doesn't seem super low budget.
Steve?
It's not as bad as the last one.
Not as bad as the Brain Eaters. Oh, dude, this is.
Dun, dun, dun. What, he's shooting from the hip?
It's got a massive monster already, so that's something.
Wait, was that him screaming?
I think.
Something hit me. Like a bear.
I was like, hang on.
Came from out of the
Both
darkness.
of the
Was heading
women
for
are
the
there.
lab. I know. I put a couple of shots in it before I went
Something
down.
hit me.
Wounded animal that large isn't good. How well are we armed?
Well, besides his pistols, we've got a couple of rifles. I think it headed toward the back of the building.
Dave, are you sure you're all right?
Yeah, it just clipped me.
Inside.
I still can't get over that scream. That was, that was so funny.
At the window. Down to get the other lanterns. Did it get to him? No.
What do you think it was?
This didn't come off any bear. Bring the light over here, will you? No fur, no blood.
Wait, her name wasn't Donna before,
Very
was
much
it?
like leather.
I think so.
Was the power out completely?
Yes, it is. You have any idea what caused it? Could be a break in the cable at the dam or a short circuit in one of the transformers.
Dave, are you sure the building was thoroughly checked? Are the wiring and fuses all right?
I went over everything thoroughly. I checked everything. I'll check again. Nothing's wrong here. Like I said, it's probably the disturbance up at the dam.
Well, Steve needs some help boarding the window.
Well, at least we won't freeze. I think a place like this would be equipped with heating.
That younger girl is
Although a
just
few
so
months ago,
chill
this was
through
the
this
radar
whole
monitoring
thing.
station.
Yeah.
Most
It's
of the
like, well,
ultra-sensitive instruments
better
respond
go
better to
get these
cooler
done.
atmosphere. Systolic was 140.
I'll have a blood sample for you in a few minutes.
Well, do you think it'll take an hour to realize we're incommunicado and send aid?
Well, if the security operation is tight as this, maybe another 12 hours.
That could mean we could be here another day.
Oh wow.
Doctor! Doctor! I've never seen anything quite like it. Notice the way it's fighting the others.
Wow. Just amazing.
7 hours and his blood is still alive.
It's a virus. It's a fucking parasite. God damn it.
His blood is still alive.
One of us will have to drive to the nearest telephone and call the Cape. Every minute counts.
What is it?
I've seen amoebic dominance of the cell structure before, but this is completely out of proportion.
Well, what are they? What do they mean?
Well, normal blood has 2 basic cells. The red carry oxygen and the white fight infection. But this blood has 3. The 3rd cell, that big one, well, that's completely foreign to any blood structure. If that bacterioid is contagious, then we've all been exposed.
I doubt if it's communicable.
We better get to the nearest town fast. I imagine that'll be Desert City.
But that's over 30 miles. Isn't there anything closer?
There's nothing on the map.
Steve, call the Cape from Desert City. Get in touch with Dr. Zimmerman. Don't go into detail. Just tell him to get here as quickly as he can.
Now, what about equipment?
Well, we need a new power supply. Need a refrigerated truck or an ambulance to transport the body. Oh, and tell him to request priority clearance directly to Walter Reed Hospital in Washington.
Right. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Keep checking the blood pressure, Doctor.
The last count was 140/80.
Well, that's all we can do with the present.
Ooh, what's gonna happen?
At least we can see everything that's happening.
Yeah, relatively.
Any luck with the Jeep?
I can't figure it out. Cars in both the truck and the Jeep are burnt out.
Stopped.
They're both stopped.
She's just like nonchalant, like getting the photos.
Yeah, she's just like so relaxed.
Yes, she's incredibly chill.
We're in a magnetic
Everyone else
force
is like running around like, what the
field. A net
hell?
of static
And she's like,
electricity is surrounding the entire area. That's why our power's dead.
Well, we're not going anywhere tonight. The truck and the Jeep are burnt out electrically.
What would cause a thing like that?
There's a very powerful magnetic
like an
source
EMP?
somewhere nearby.
Sort of.
It's reversing all positive electrical power. Dr.
okay.
Wyman, how close is the satellite compartment?
2, maybe 3 miles.
I was just thinking, is it possible that the compartment could be bombarded with electron particles?
It could be. It's happened before. In some of the earlier snark firings to the Cape. When the missiles came back to Earth, they were pretty heavily magnetized.
But there's a mountain range between us
Oh
and the
my god,
compartment.
it's frozen.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any logic behind any of this.
Well, here's something to complicate things even more. This was a shot I took when
I
Dave
can't
and
do
I
that.
first got out there. Look at it closely. Dave, remember I mentioned the strange mud?
Yes.
Well, this was the last shot
Strange
taken.
mud.
Most of the mud has disappeared and the opening is larger.
Yes, I remember that when we took John out of the compartment. But at the time, it didn't seem important.
Well, someone or something must have been there.
There's an explanation and a good one for all of this. There must be. Some of the things that have occurred today are without precedent. A man in there alive that should be dead. Something that's never happened before. And we've never sent a man so far into space before. Well, we're all tired, disappointed. We're under a terrible strain. After this
Lucky
long,
I
the
have
Cape has probably
a whole
contacted the
carton
Pentagon.
of
It's just a matter of
cigarettes and
time.
3
But if
bottles
they
of
can't get
whiskey
through,
with me.
the magnetic force field works both ways.
Well, in the morning, one of us will have to hike down and meet them. As a precautionary measure, I
Well, they've got
suggest we
like
all
12
stay in
hours
this
to
room
kill,
tonight.
right?
Yeah.
Steve and Dave and I will take turns watching Kokorin.
Orgy time. Not actually.
Julie.
Wait, what?
I said orgy time.
I'm sorry, Doctor. I just can't hold it back any longer.
I know. I wish there was something I could say. I'll listen if you like.
Oh, what a sweetheart.
It's bad enough losing someone you love. But this, the unknown, being held here. Alex.
Yeah, see, her name's Julie. So is the other chick's name Donna?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Julie, he alone stood on the threshold of our future. What happened to him today, we may learn more than we've ever known. Maybe I should just listen.
Maybe all of the strange occurrences is because of the dead body. Yeah, it could very well be the case. It's got this, it's like got that weird wound on it, so absolutely.
I'm gonna have to get out of
But is
Twitch
he
and then get
dead?
back into it because I'm like behind. Because it froze on me before.
Bummer.
Scientists, the more we learn, the more we realize there is to learn. Life itself is the greatest miracle. Well, when we get him to the hospital tomorrow, maybe we'll know.
Good night, Doctor.
Good night, Julie.
He seems like a nice man.
Is that guy gonna sit up in the bed or turn his head or something? Ooh, what the hell is that?
Oh my
The shadow of the blood beast.
Dave, what is it? I think I hear something in there. The light's out.
Oh no, the nice doctor man is gone.
Half his head's gone.
I can see his head. It's right
Half his
there.
head's gone.
Not very often in these old movies you actually just see blood.
Nothing you can do.
You know what? They mixed the movie titles up. That's what it is. This is the Brain Eaters one.
Must have taken the body.
Yeah.
Whatever
You've
it
just
is,
joined
moves fast.
a watch party for
Let's take him down.
an old horror / sci-fi movie. I host one a week.
If we're lucky.
And we are lucky this evening. Was that the body?
That's the doctor's body.
No, that's the body. He's alive.
Oh.
He's alive!
He's very unwell.
His cock is out. Oh no, it isn't. He's in pants.
He's clearly got pants on.
Yeah, he's got pants on now. He didn't before.
Steve. Help him to the table.
Yeah, he's walking like a zombie.
Johnny. Johnny, you're all right.
Well, Julie, I don't know.
No, did he just wake up and eat the doctor's brain there?
I think so.
Maybe.
Where's Dr. Wyman? What happened?
Suppose you tell us what happened.
Julie, what happened to Dr. Wyman?
He's dead.
Well, why are you staring at me? You don't think that I had anything to do with it?
You murdered him.
We're just as confused as you are. Did you see anything? Was there anybody in the room with you and Dr. Wyman?
I don't know. Last thing I remember, I was making my descent. The jets didn't take hold. When I finally released the drag chute, it didn't hold. It was too close to the ground.
You crashed. We brought you here. You don't remember?
I seemed to be floating in a warm, black mist. Oh, my head.
Sounds comfortable.
My neck.
Oh, no. Look at that.
The same mark.
The theremin in the background sounds so
I
amazing.
love theremin.
Yeah, I wanna get a theremin. They're super weird, man.
Apparently they're really difficult to play.
Yeah, and expensive as well.
Bill Bailey can play one.
Good old Bill Bailey.
Tell me what's
I
happening.
love him.
Johnny,
Black Books is great.
you don't
Ugh,
understand.
don't even get me started. Freaking love
Thought
that
you were
show.
dead.
Dead? What do you mean, dead?
When we pulled you out of the compartment, your body had completely ceased to function.
A hypometabolistic state. A type of suspended animation brought on by the contraction of the mesenteric blood vessels in the pressure change of landing.
That kind of terminology I'd expected from Dr. Wyman, not from you.
I told
Well,
you
it
he
seemed
ate
like
his
the natural
brain and
diagnosis.
gained his knowledge.
Dr. Wyman, yes.
In some way, I think Dr. Wyman is influencing me. I think he may be a part of me now.
What?
I don't understand.
Yep.
You've got to help me. Help me.
Maybe you're right. Maybe this is meant to be
unbelievable.
like
Things
the
like this just
brain
don't
eaters
happen.
actually.
But it has happened.
It would make so much
I've
more
acquired
sense.
his knowledge by eating his brain.
Well, you know what? It's
I'm not
funny
afraid.
because,
I'm not afraid.
like, it's Planet Terror that's
It
in, right?
didn't
Where
come
it's
here
like,
to
you're gonna eat
destroy.
your brains and gain your knowledge.
Try to
The
tell
Robert
us
Rodriguez
what
movie.
didn't come
Yeah,
here to
yeah,
destroy us.
Is it?
Yeah.
So you're
Yeah, I
right.
think you're
Because
right. Yeah.
It's part of the Grindhouse series. And,
I like
yeah,
Death
and
Proof
I just-
more than Planet Terror, but I loved both. But
Yes.
They're
I'm
gone.
more Planet Terror.
yeah.
But, probably because it was one of the main first, like, horror-related movies that I really watched.
What are you talking about?
Come see for yourself.
But yeah, I feel like this should have been Brain Eater movies.
That's what your blood looks like now. Normal in every respect.
I wish I had been old
4
enough
hours ago, it was populated with alien amorphic cell
to
structures.
go to the Grindhouse versions that they were showing down Melbourne when that was happening.
I think
they,
we should
they
see
did
what
the,
I look like
They
under
did
the
a double
floors.
feature where it was I think they did Planet Terror and then Death Proof.
How will it work with the power?
Yeah, that would have been amazing.
It
Yeah.
operates on a radium
I mean, you
cathode
could
tube.
do that. You could host your own like double feature and like do it yourself with a really big TV. It would be wicked.
What are they?
Oh wow, what the hell are
The
they?
amorphic cell structures
What
have
the-
expanded to...
They're using his
I
body
told
for
you
breathing.
it's a parasite.
You're not going to harm them, are you?
What do you mean? We don't even know what they are.
The one thing we do know is that they're alien to the human body.
Somehow they must have come down with you in the compartment.
Only a few hours ago, they were
They're
microscopic.
my children. You will not harm them.
We've
It's
got to do
gonna be a
something.
mama.
If you destroy them, you destroy me. You can't destroy them.
But why not?
That's why not.
Oh wow, shit! Look at this thing.
Ooh. Is that the daddy?
It's chaos. Light it on fire.
No, we'll go when he lit the daddy on fire.
I've got to say, this is better than the Brain Eaters.
It's definitely better.
Because it actually has a real monster.
And like an actual plot.
That had a plot. That was cool. It was about creatures coming from beneath the earth. That was awesome.
It could have been better.
It was good for what it was. A low
Yeah,
budget
alright.
piece of shit.
Needs more leeches.
Means more leeches? You
It's
mean
burned, but it got away, didn't it?
starfish octopi?
Didn't go very far.
Yes.
It's gone. It was burned pretty bad. I think we ought to track it down and make sure it's dead.
No, let's wait for help. We can't possibly combat that thing by ourselves.
Look, nobody has gotten to us, and no one probably will until it's destroyed.
Why does it have to be killed? Why are we always so quick to destroy
This woman
it?
is the most
It's an
sensible
alien. It's
person in
the
the
first of
room.
its kind to come to the Earth.
John, you know what it's done to you, breeding its young in your body. You saw what it did to Dr. Wyman. Isn't that reason enough? It has to be killed.
You don't understand. It didn't come in malice. It could have killed all of you earlier, but it was me it was after. It had to come back to me to nourish its young.
All the more reason to destroy it.
Ominous.
Suppose it is still alive. Bullets don't harm it.
Nourish its young.
Well, fire
It had to come back to impregnate me.
About a very pistol. Has an engulfing flame plus a delayed explosion.
It's better than a lantern.
Very pistol?
A flare gun. At short range, it'll chop down anything.
There's some in the cabinet in the hall. I'll get them.
No, Dave, you can't. Listen, you can't kill a living creature without giving it a chance to justify itself. Oh.
Let's put him in there.
I mean, valid.
Yeah. Their instinct was to immediately fucking fill it with lead. It's the most American concept ever.
Yeah.
Creature! Shoot it dead!
Shoot first, ask questions later. Wait, did he
Okay,
just
give him
pop
something
out?
to keep him quiet.
Sodium amytal.
Good. We'll leave you here to watch him. Donna will come with us. We're going to need photographic coverage. Will that really keep him out until we get back?
I don't know. Under normal circumstances, this should render him unconscious for at least 12 hours.
But this isn't a normal person. What you and he were to each other has no bearing on what he is now, Julie.
I'm not worried. He's not dangerous. Not to me, anyway.
Ooh, foreshadowing.
Oh, we can't take any chances. That creature eludes us and comes back here.
Yeah, well, the last
if he
time
gives you a
someone was
bad
left
time.
alone with him, they
Better know how to
died.
use a very pistol. Believe me, Julie, he's not the same man you were engaged to. Thanks. Let me have one for Julie, will you? Now, don't worry. If we run into any trouble, we're not going to be heroes. Just pull the hammer back.
Just be back as soon as you can.
Just be back as soon as you can. Just be back. Just be back as soon as you can. Just be back as soon as you can.
I hope she doesn't miss her brain.
You can't miss your brain if it's no longer in your head.
They got this far. It's a lot healthier than I am.
You know,
Yes.
I think it's leading us back to the compartment.
Yeah, it looks that way.
Wait, it's daytime
How long
now?
do you think we've been out?
Hey, look, my watch is running again.
They've been out for ages.
Mine, too. That means the magnetic field must be broken. It must be dead.
What's on the top of the... Oh, you can't see it on like
better
the
make
screen
certain.
here, but there's something on top of the screen. It's like on the camera lens. Yeah, I was gonna like show you guys, but it's too late now. There's like a little... Oh, it's still there actually. Top of the
In the
top of the
white
camera
line?
lens.
No?
Look at the top. See that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why is it there?
I don't know. Oh yeah, I can see it. him out. I keep forgetting that my video is a little bit behind you.
Yep.
Well, it seems like the most likely place for it to go.
Yeah, I don't see anything. Maybe it's on the inside.
Yeah. Only you stay here until we're sure it's safe. Dave, you circle to the left and I'll go to the right.
Check.
Stop leaving people alone.
Just pump it full lead.
Nothing could possibly live through that.
Oh, it's a flare.
Look, it stopped again.
Hey, Steve! I better get some pictures before there's nothing left to show!
You should have done that. Oh! I was gonna. You should have done that before you fired the flare inside it.
I feel like... Yeah, I knew that something was gonna come out of that damn thing behind her because this episode.
Hold it! It's gonna kill her! Fire over its head!
Just jumped into the bush.
I don't think so. It could have killed me. But it didn't.
Probably would if we hadn't chased it off. Might have wound up like Wyman.
We better get back. Julie's all alone, and the monster may try and contact O'Corin again.
Yeah, let's go.
Someone put this man's chest hair away.
Kira goes, is that a man in a ghillie suit? I believe it is.
Don't be afraid, Julie. I'm not going to hurt you.
That wasn't meant for you. That was for the creature or whatever it is.
Don't stare at me, Julie.
I'm sorry, John.
If what you say is true and I've been dead, I don't know what this means for us, but I haven't changed in my feeling. Julie, we're all afraid of the unknown. You don't understand what's happened to me, and
God damn it.
They may
there's
have
an
run the
unknown
movie
being
through a
you want to destroy
like an
it.
AI
But
upscaler.
isn't it possible that what's taking
It's
place
really
is for a
weird when it
purpose?
comes to like eyes and stuff.
Why not let the creature have a chance to
Because
tell
it
us
looks
what
pretty
it's-
crisp for such an old
It could have
movie.
broken and attacked us. It killed Dr. Wyman. It's done this to you. We had to do something. Now the others have gone to make
Big
sure
budget
it's dead.
Hollywood productions got
It's not
preserved,
dead.
like well
And they
preserved.
won't be able to find it.
But these lower budget
How do you
movies,
know?
they didn't put as much care into
Julie, I'm the one
preserving
who's had the
them.
most contact with it.
So nowadays you've got to
Something
use
foreign is
AI
inside
or
of me. Alive.
tricks to
If there was any
either
cause for
upscale
fear,
them or make them crisper,
wouldn't I
clearer.
know it? But I'm not afraid. This creature is intelligent. It wants something. We've got to give it a chance to communicate with us.
Yeah, see? Her eye just vibrated. Yeah, I hate that. I don't like using the word hate, but I really hate what AI is doing
See, the sedative
to
didn't work.
television and film and all
My
creative
bodily
endeavors.
reactions aren't those of a normal person.
What happened to the creature?
Got away.
Then it's alive. He
Oh,
told me
thank
it would
goodness
be.
he put a shirt on.
Somehow he knew. He seemed so sure that it's not evil.
This isn't a battle between men and a non-reasoning being. Can't you see it doesn't want to kill for the sake of killing? It could have done away with all of us earlier if it wanted to.
Until we
It's
discovered
like
its
trying
fear
to
of
draw
fire.
in a pupil that's not there.
When you
You
were
know
out
what I
checking
mean?
the power lines last night, all you had with you was a pistol, which you fired at it with no effect. If it had been a wild
Like it
animal,
is
it would
there,
have tried
but
to kill you before
obviously
moving on.
the film
You account for what happened to
hasn't
Dr. Wyman?
preserved it well enough, the detail. So it's like adding it in.
No, I can't. But maybe it could if we gave it the chance.
Why should we give it a chance? It's already committed murder. It's done I don't know what to you, and it's attacked Donna.
Look, if you were in a strange place and you were trying to communicate with the inhabitants, but every time you tried, they made a move against you, the only way to break through to them would be to take a hostage. Can't you see that's what it's been doing? It's been acting out of fear and self-preservation. It wants to communicate with us, but it doesn't know how. We've got to give it a chance.
What do you have in mind?
It's obvious the creature keeps coming back to me because part of it is inside of me. Why not let me lead us to it? In the daylight, in the open.
Maybe he's got something.
When we were out searching for the creature, our watches started running again. And then when we encountered it, they stopped. On our way back here, they became active again. And now everything's dead. Now, it's my guess that the magnetic disturbance originated from two different locations. One from the creature, and then from you.
It might be the only thing that's keeping you alive.
If my life has been given back to me, it's for a purpose. Trust me. And we'll learn why.
If the creature isn't what you believe it to be and we're forced to kill it, then we have no indication of what will happen to you.
I know. That's why it's important to let the creature make itself known before we take any action.
All right. But if we follow Johnny's plan, we still have to be prepared. We've no way of knowing what can happen to us out there.
Remember, we've agreed to give the creature every opportunity to prove it so.
In the morning, we still agree to follow Johnny's plan. We'll get an early start.
By that time, maybe help will arrive.
Dave and I will stand guard. The rest of you get as much sleep as you can.
Will it come back here tonight?
I don't know.
The pregnant pause.
Pregnant pause from a pregnant man.
Literally. Literally. This is a better movie than The Brain Eaters.
Apart from the fact that he has tiny alien mouth embryos all through his ribcage.
Steve, I'm a little worried about Johnny's plan.
So am I. I don't know if it's responsible for his actions.
I think it might be a trap.
If it is, this time we're going to be prepared. Come on.
I remember watching tons of old movies with my grandma. What a beautiful memory, man. Thanks for sharing it with us.
How about a Molotov cocktail?
We fill it with gasoline and then use it as a hand grenade.
That's the ticket. We could saturate the creature and detonate it with a very pistol. There's no way it could escape then.
How many bombs are we going to make?
Well, between us, we ought to be able to carry about 6.
What are we going to do with the girls?
Take them with us. It's better than leaving them here unprotected. That's enough.
Are we going to tell Julie and Donna about this?
I think we better make sure Johnny doesn't find out, huh?
You ever seen any of these work before?
Yeah. Guadalcanal. Guerrilla tank was running wild behind our lines. He knew we couldn't do any much damage with our rifle, so he was playing kind of a cat and mouse game. Until he knew he could finish us off. Not far from where we were, there was a truck overturned, and the kid in it saw what was happening. Got the brilliant idea to bring me some gasoline and
If I could slap
I
you
made up
right
some of
now.
these. That tank came by, we smeared
So
it for
harsh.
good. Pretty horrible to see, but it worked.
Yeah, well, be good for me to get off of this mountain. Even with these cocktails, I'm not anxious to tangle with that creature again.
Well, none of us are, but I don't think we have any choice. It came down the satellite, it's our responsibility. Besides, it's better to stalk it and have it come after us.
Yeah, you're probably right. And so, I wish we could wait for some help. I just don't like the idea of taking Julie and Donna with us.
Well, I don't either. Then we don't know when help will arrive. We can't leave them alone. What are you doing here?
What are you doing with Dr. Wyman's body?
I couldn't sleep. I had to see how he was killed. Half his head gone. It's horrible. I don't expect you to trust me. I don't even know whether I can trust myself, but please don't treat me like a monster. I haven't done anything wrong.
John, it's not a question of right or wrong. Maybe you're not responsible for your actions. Whether you are or not, who knows what you might do?
Look, John, don't you realize this unknown creature is using your body as a breeding ground? We don't know what to expect.
I can't deny anything you've said. I do receive impulses from the creature, but I know I have free will. I know I can still make my own decisions.
Was it your own free will or the creature's? But insist it's benevolent.
I'm not sure.
Good question.
But I do know that we have to give it a chance to explain.
It's
And I
definitely
know that
like
no harm
a
will
smart movie. Like it has
It's philosophical.
yeah,
Here in
like
about 3 hours.
it's
Gotta
nice.
get some rest.
Brain Eaters
So
was
it's
kind of
same deal,
philosophical as well, to be fair.
Stay here for a while.
Which one?
Brain Eaters.
I'll get
Yeah,
the
but it
bags.
was fucking stupid.
No, it was good, man.
So it wasn't as
Well made.
Right.
You will give it a chance to explain.
that's not the word I was
We'll
looking
give it a
for.
chance.
But it works. But yeah, some of the dialogue in this is actually very good.
The acting in this is better as well.
Oh, 100%. And like the story flows a lot better as well.
Yeah. It seems better paced, and because there's actually like a creature, a monster in this one, it's not it doesn't have that same like level of disappointment, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And you're wondering if Johnny is like on the side of the creature or if he's like actually on the side of the person. Is he being manipulated by the creature? There's all these like interesting like questions.
The creature isn't far away. There's some hills to the north, and a cave.
But he's never been in this area before. How does he know there's a cave?
Oh, so they're taking him along now.
I wonder if it'll be that like that one cave that's in all of like the 50s horror movies. music is changing. It's getting serious again.
He nearly fell.
It's in there. Julie, Donna, stay there.
There's nothing to fear.
We're not going to take any unnecessary chances. The girls will wait here. Okay, you lead the way.
You're going to give it a chance. You're not going to kill it. You're not going to kill it.
What happened?
Bronson
Why did you let him
Canyon.
go?
That's what it's
Couldn't
called.
stop him.
Or Bronson Caves. I think it might be Bronson Canyon.
I brought them to you. They don't understand. I'm not sure I do. How can I help you to communicate with us?
Now
Looks like
I
a
am
bear.
able to speak
Oh, wow.
by assimilation, a form of photosynthesis. I've been able to incorporate certain of Dr. Wyman's functional processes.
Was Dr. Wyman's death necessary?
Through his sacrifice, I can communicate, understand your reasoning, your motivations, your way of life. I will need your help. Together we must make them understand that I have not harmed you, and that we will give them a better way of life.
Look! Listen! Please listen!
Do not be afraid.
Oh, look, it's added in
I am
his
not here to
eyes.
harm you.
It looked fucked.
We're too far away.
Fucking
Let's move in.
AI ruining shit. I'd rather just see him as a blur than like a small figure with a giant pair of eyes. Johnny, that is, not the creature.
Do not be afraid.
That's Dr. Wyman's voice.
It is his voice.
But how?
I love all this stumbling
Yes.
around. It's
I
fun.
am using Dr. Wyman's voice. I have been able to master the use of many of his faculties. With his voice, I am able to communicate with you.
I'm pretty sure that is Bronson Canyon.
He is not dead.
Not dead.
He has gained something more than life as you know it. He is the first of your kind to attain immortality.
Immortality? We're not interested in that kind of immortality.
I know you want to destroy me, but listen. Please listen. I only want to help you. Millions of years ago, my people inhabited a planet such as yours. We discovered the ultimate power, just as you on Earth are about to do.
You ready to make your move?
We should have put this power to our own benefit. Instead, hatred, greed, and prejudice caused us to misuse that power. And it brought about our own destruction.
Open target. Now's our chance.
But you can't risk killing Johnny.
No, wait.
What harm is there in hearing them out?
For centuries, we have been circling your Earth, waiting for a means to penetrate your atmosphere. Your projectile was the first to present a means of entry. Those before were not retractable and burned as they fell back to Earth. I am the first to come.
Death and destruction.
The
What you
atmosphere
say
wasn't
is
the
true.
only thing you
What are we to
penetrated.
expect?
You need me.
Bada
And I
boom.
have come.
Mm.
Through me, we will unite our intellects within one body.
It's insane.
And how do you plan to do that?
Already it has begun. Within the hour, the first of our new generation will be born.
It's true. I can feel them inside. You're imposing your will on us. You're sacrificing our civilization for the resurrection of your own. I've been a fool. The only way you can be saved from your downfall is by our sacrifice. What you propose is dominance, not salvation.
Don't be governed by fear.
Go ahead and kill me. You've already said I'm dead. Dead man with a brain and a body kept alive artificially to feed a generation of monsters.
He was impregnated without consent, I will say that much.
True.
If you don't kill me,
So,
a new civilization is inside of me. It will destroy mankind as we know it today. The future of our race is in you. You've got to kill me.
We have
This
to
is
destroy
like
it.
some subtle communist, like anti-communist propaganda. Like he's meant to be communism.
on to become a greater being in future generations to come. Don't kill me. In destroying me, you are destroying your only hope for mankind.
I'm with Stalin.
You've got to kill me!
oh, I love how now they're hesitating. It's like now you've got like a legitimate reason. He's actually telling you to do it, and now you're going, oh, maybe we shouldn't. That was a very dramatic death, though. Things like that. What he missed. Oh. They lit the rocks on fire?
You are not ready, but we will still save you. In your quest for self-destruction, you will send up more satellites, and we will be there, waiting to come again.
Oh, they could still save Johnny, maybe.
Nah, he's still got all those weird alien babies inside him.
You think we made the right decision?
John made the decision.
So I should chuck him on the fire.
Right one. We'll probably never know.
Chuck him on the fire.
Away they go. The end.
Wow.
Oh, bring me the vampire. That sounds fun.
That sounds fabulous. Let's go.
All right, let's do our usual reading of. Let's do our usual reading of the movie's trivia.
No. We're watching Bring Me the Vampire.
Nah, we're not watching
come
Bring
on,
Me
man.
the Vampire. We can watch that next week.
No.
Okay. Night of the Blood Beast. I think we did look this up.
Also, darling, I think you should know that you did not change the name of this video. It is still stuck on Night of the Brain Eaters.
No, I did change the name. I can see it.
Yeah, well, doesn't say that on my thing.
Okay. Let's have a look at the info for the movie. Okay, where is it? Why can I not see it?
It was so cheesy, it was weird in a good way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheesy like a twisty.
And that's not even real cheese.
Okay, here we go. This is a big bit of trivia.
Oh, come on.
The alien costume featured here was the same as the one used in another Roger Corman film, Teenage Caveman. This was done to save money, as Corman and his brother, Gene Corman, I did see that Gene Corman directed this one, tried to incorporate existing sets, costumes, and other elements from previous films into new ones for financial savings. Screenwriter Martin Varno said the Corman brothers were so conscious of their spending that cheap was the main word in their vocabulary. The monster costume scenes in Teenage Caveman and this film were shot within about 2 weeks of each other. The costume was modified slightly for this film. Ross Sterling wore the costume for the scenes in both Teenage Caveman and this film. Filming was very difficult for Sterling because it got extremely hot inside the costume during the exterior shots. John M. Nicholas Jr. was director of photography for the film, and Jack Bauer was the production manager. Daniel Haller, who went on to become a film director himself, worked as art director on this film. He did much of the manual construction work on the set himself and brought a trailer in to the soundstage so he could sleep there and between work sessions. Among the props he built was the rocket ship, the frame, which was made of plywood that had been cut into circles, then covered with plastic sheet and spray painted to look metallic. Haller also created blood cells that the characters looked at under a microscope, and the baby aliens, which resembled seahorses, they looked at under a fluoroscope. Alexander Laszlo composed the music for the film. Almost the entire crew went to work on the Attack of the Giant Leeches with the Corman brothers. I remember Attack of the Giant Leeches.
No.
That movie
Hey, I
was
brought them up
fucking
earlier.
awesome.
You did, Sean. That's amazing. This was still better than that.
What did Sean say?
Sean mentioned the leeches earlier.
And that's what I said. I said, hey, I mentioned the leeches.
Yeah.
With a budget of about $68,000, it was shot over 7 days. Oh, wait, they filmed this in a week. All of the interior scenes were shot at sound stages inside Kling Studios. Most of the exterior shots were filmed at Bronson Canyon. What did I tell you? A set of caves at Griffith Park in Los Angeles that was a popular location for low-budget films. The exterior scenes of the tracking station were shot at a television station on Mount Lee, not far from the Hollywood sign. Screenwriter Martin Varno said it was the first television station built in Los Angeles, but was only being used for emergency broadcasts when this film was being shot there. It had also been used during World War II to broadcast to Allied force, I think that's meant to say forces, overseas. Varno secured permission to film there simply by calling Los Angeles city officials and asking, something he said nobody else considered trying because they assumed the city would not allow it. Varno was familiar with the station because his father, Roland Varno, appeared in the first dramatic television show released in Los Angeles, and it was transmitted from that station. For this film, Los Angeles charged a fee of $8 per actor to shoot at the station, but the crew could be any size. All shooting took place outside the station. Most of the night scenes shot there were shot during the day, and the crew often had to find shadows to shoot in or block out the sun to give the impression of nighttime. That is such an old style of filming movies. I love it. Producer Gene Corman said of the shooting, "That was one of the more mobile units I've ever been involved with. Normally, everybody chases the sun. We were chasing the shadows." This was released in one of American International's prepackaged double features. It was paired with Roger Corman's She-Gods of Shark Reef. Maybe we should watch that one.
That sounds great.
That sounds amazing. Which had been on the shelf for 18 months. This film was featured in a 1996 episode of the comedy television series Mystery Science Theater 3000. I'm not surprised about that at all.
I love Mystery Science Theater.
Exactly. Both Roger Corman and Gene Corman were present for most of the film's production and involved creatively as well as financially. Gene was more involved with running the day-to-day operations, while the more experienced Roger supervised and provided guidance to both Gene and director Bernard L. Kowalski. Some rewriting was done as filming progressed, and Kowalski called it a collaborative process that involved himself, the Cormans, and the whole crew. Screenwriter Martin Varno, however, said he was not happy with how the filming process went, and that the Cormans changed dialogue and story elements without his consultation or permission. He said it reached the point where he called his agent and said, "I'm not working for these expletives anymore. I'm sick and tired of the whole thing." Okay.
Cool.
When star Ed Norton was asked what he remembered about the film during a 2003 interview, wow, he was still alive in 2003, he admitted not much, but he said that Roger Corman and Gene Corman were very knowledgeable about the film and treated the material lightheartedly.
Yeah.
That's cool. Produced by exploitation filmmaker Roger Corman and his brother Gene, it was one of the first films directed by Bernard L. Kowalski and was written by the first-time screenwriter Martin Varno, who was 21 years old. It starred several actors who had regularly worked for Roger Corman, including Michael Emmett, Ed Nelson, John Bayer, Georgina Carter, and Tyler McVeigh.
Yeah.
Due to his dissatisfaction with his treatment by the producers, screenwriter Martin Varno pursued 2 successful arbitration cases. One was for underpayment, the other in response to producer Gene Corman's original story writing credit, even though Varno claimed to have written the entire story himself. Also, right next to this Smile 2 poster is a poster for Terrifier 3. But Smile 2 has Jack Nicholson's son in it, Ray Nicholson.
What does he look like?
Looks pretty Jack Nicholson.
I did not like Smile personally, but that's just me.
Oh, Smile was like it was like a rip-off of It Follows. When I was watching Smile, I was like, this is just a worse It Follows, but I still liked it.
Yeah, no, it's not my... I like my bloody horror movies.
Smile had a little bit of gore in it from memory.
Yeah, but not enough.
Yeah, but you don't like your bloody horror movies because I remember what you said about Terrifier 1. You said it was too much.
No. That is not what I said.
All right, what did you say then?
I said that the death of her friend was overdone. Okay?
Yeah, which means too much.
No. The rest of it was fabulous. Like where he's smashing everyone's faces in the start of the movie, fabulous. Beautiful.
That's the death where he saws her in half. Yeah,
yes, that was
vagina to
unnecessary.
head.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like that was unnecessary. I don't know if it's just because A, I am a woman.
You can
or
say
B,
you can say it was too much. It's okay. We're not judging you for that.
Death specifically was unnecessary. Okay.
So that death specifically was too much.
Yes, everything else was great.
Okay. You can say that. No one's gonna judge you for it.
I was just specifying.
What about is that the one with the bottles, the broken bottle in the eye? Is it the African American guy?
So.
Or does he just get his head cut off? I can't remember.
No, I think it's got the bottle in it.
Okay. Back to the trivia. I wish we could watch Terrifier on Twitch, bro.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Okay, Jerome Bixby, the science fiction screenwriter who wrote It, The Terror from Beyond Space, was originally approached for the job but was working on another project and recommended his close friend Martin Varno for the job. Varno, the son of veteran actor Roland Varno, met with producers Roger and Gene Corman, who discussed with him what Varno called some sort of a weird idea for the picture. They offered Varno a couple of $100s for the job, which was below the minimum compensation rates known as scale. But Varno was not part of the Writers Guild of America at the time and did not know about the guidelines. He accepted the offer and signed a contract. Although Varno had a rough idea it would be a low-budget film, he said the Cormac set no specific guidelines for him. I gave them the impression that I knew pretty much what I was doing, and they sort of got the idea that I wasn't going to use 50,000 extras and things. Producers Roger and Gene Corman cast the film together with Bernard L. Kowalski, who was 28 years old at the time. Kowalski also directed Roger Corman's Hot Car Girl, which is a ridiculous movie. Night of the Blood Beast was one of Kowalski's first directorial credits and his first science fiction film, although he later went on to direct Attack of the Giant Leeches. What a hero. That movie, look, I know you didn't love that movie, but that movie was fucking awesome.
I didn't say that it wasn't fun. Just that it was terrible.
Yeah, exactly. What about the blonde
Still enjoyed
chick?
it.
The blonde chick was hot as.
American.
It took screenwriter Martin Varno 6 weeks to write the script. The working title was Creature from Galaxy 27. The story was
partially... made much more sense.
Yeah, I think it would have actually. The story was partially influenced by the real-life space race and Christian Niebuhr's The Thing from Another World, which I wish we could watch on stream because that movie is fucking incredible. That is the movie that John Carpenter remade for The Thing.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, that movie is genuinely incredible. And, like, I love, like, The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing is one of my favorite movies of all time. But the original is so charming. And when you're watching that, with like knowing that it was from 1951, you go, holy crap, this movie was so ahead of its time.
Yeah, right.
Screenwriters Jerome Bixby and Harold Jacob Smith gave Varner uncredited assistance with the dialogue. One of the female characters is named Donna Bixby. This may be an inside joke by Jerome Bixby, who did uncredited work on the screenplay. Body count, 3, includes monster. So that would be Johnny, the monster, and Dr. Wildman.
Dr. Wyman.
Yeah, the doctor guy.
Yeah.
Look at this. This one has 15. This has 15 downvotes and no upvotes. At 47 minutes and 44 seconds, Steve says, "We'll get an early start." The English caption incorrectly has "well" rather than "will." That seems like a stupid thing to downvote.
That's very pedantic, isn't it?
Okay, we've got 2 spoilers here. One of the primary themes of the film, as embodied in John Corcoran's attempts to defend the alien creature, was that simply because someone or something is ugly or different does not necessarily make it evil. However, the script also followed a common trait of most horror films of the 50s, that even somewhat understandable monsters are not entirely sympathetic, and the blood-beast creature proves itself evil by impregnating Corcoran against his will and pursuing world domination.
Told you.
Screenwriter Martin Varno said he received uncredited assistance from his friends and fellow screenwriters Jerome Bixby and Harold Jacob Smith, the latter of whom won an Academy Award for Best Original Screenplay for The Defiant Ones. Oh, right. Varno ran lines and ideas by both men and sought advice. Smith in particular inspired lines for the speech made by the monster at the end of the film, in which the creature discusses how the human characters consider him the embodiment of evil simply because he's different from them. Varno said much of that dialogue from Smith, however, ended up getting cut from the final film. Okay, and then we have the goofs, which are always funny. Factual errors. Any engineer should know that you should not light a cigarette near any crashed vehicle because of the hazards of flammable liquid or fumes from spilled fuel. Yeah, but everybody smoked back then. The astronaut has no heartbeat and no respiration, but does have blood pressure. While this is shown as a scientific implausibility, it's not explained how the doctors can detect the astronaut's blood pressure without a heartbeat. Blood pressure readings use a sphygmomanometer blood pressure cuff rely on the heartbeat to determine both the systolic, which is the pressure of a compressing heart, and diastolic, which is the pressure of a relaxed heart. In other words, no matter what technobabble you want to offer, there's no way to determine blood pressure without a heartbeat. Yeah, well, that makes perfect sense, and I was thinking that.
I just love that. My favorite part was when he's like, "Look at this," and then gets the stethoscopes and listens to him. And I couldn't get over that.
Yeah, that was funny.
I was just like, "Oh my god, that's great."
A close-up of the bottom half of the creature reveals that its feet are actually shoes.
I did not notice that.
Dr. Julie Benson refers to Steve Dunlap, played by John Bayer, as John. When Steve runs into the cave after the creature, the sound indicates that he is really running on a wood floor. Crew or equipment visible. During some shots, part of the camera's forend is visible along the top of the screen, possibly due to a problem with the lens mounting. I actually pointed that out.
Oh, that's what you said.
I pointed that out.
You did. You're very smart. Well done. Do you want a medal?
That was rude. Errors in geography. In the beginning, when they find the rocket crash site, several views of the area show it to be very mountainous, with winding roads cutting through steep, rugged hills. Later, one of the characters mentions they are in Florida. Florida is comprised of flat terrain. There are no mountains or natural hills in Florida. Yeah, that's true.
That's so funny.
Florida's a big swamp.
That's amazing.
Character error. Poster is totally misrepresentative. It shows an entire head being ripped off. In the movie, it's only half a head. It shows a scantily clad woman shrinking from a wave of blood. The woman menaced in the movie sees no blood from the monster and is dressed in her work clothes as a field photographer, a khaki suit with long slacks and jacket.
Yeah, the name of the movie, the poster for the movie, complete lie. Just all of it. Complete lie.
Several characters refer to Steve Dunlap as John or Johnny, the actor's name. Okay, let's have a look at the poster.
Oh, I thought that guy's name was John. Because that's what they called him like
even
the
I
whole
said
time.
it was. I knew it was Steve, and then I kept calling his cat. I was calling it Johnny. Even I was calling him Johnny.
That poster is amazing.
That poster is better than the movie.
That poster is fabulous.
No girl
No
was
girl
safe.
was safe as long as this headhunting thing roamed the land.
Now that is
That's
good.
great.
That's awesome.
I love that.
Old posters
Also-
are so much better than new posters.
Also, I'm sorry for stealing your line.
No, by all means. Steal
That's
the
amazing.
lines. What other photos do they have in here? Oh, they've coloured that in. Oh, look at the seahorses.
They weren't even seahorses. They looked like baby mice.
Oh, here's the Super 8 of it. Wow, that is not representative of the movie at all.
Yeah, that's so cool though.
That would be an
Yeah.
awesome album cover.
And also, that just looks like a way better movie.
Yeah, they didn't make movies like that in the 50s, man. In the 70s they did. You've got to wait 20 years for the Grindhouse movies. There's tons of absolute shit. Like ultra-violent, low-budget shit. It's awesome.
Love that.
They're good, but
Love,
they don't...
love, love.
They're good, but they don't have the charm of this era of movies.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Ooh. That's cool.
German?
This is German?
No, the poster before that. Your stream is a couple of seconds behind
Ah, fair enough.
you. Yeah.
Anyway, I had a lot of fun with this one. I have just as much fun reading the trivia and letting everybody know how terrible the movie is and all the goofs and mistakes. I really want to try and find some Grindhouse movies in the public domain.
Yes, that's a fabulous idea.
Yeah, because there's like imagine if we could watch like the original Hills Have Eyes or Last House on the Left. Fuck.
Yeah,
I would
just to
love
like
to
change
watch
it
the
up a
last-
little.
Yeah. But those movies are super twisted. They're like, they don't have charm.
Oh, I mean, they don't all need to have charm, do they?
No, those just have like filth. Those are like a grime encrusted pieces of filth that I love.
Love. Love, love.
Anyways, I'm going to end the stream there. Thank you very much for being a part of it, everyone. It's been an absolute pleasure, as always. Anyone in the chat, next time, like, don't feel like you have to just talk in the stream chat. Feel free to drop in and, like, actually talk to us when we're watching the movies. Like, you guys do you. It's been a pleasure. Thank you, Mary. Thank you,
problem.
Sean. Thank you, Radaline. Thank you, Kirito. And until the next one, I'll catch you guys around.